Susan Lee Smith, an American woman who was convicted of murdering her two sons, a 3-year-old and a 14-month-old, in 1994 by drowning them in a South Carolina lake. My name is Dalen Laney, and this is When Murder Comes Knocking. All of the information from today's episode was grasped from ABC News. This case gained international attention because of Smith's false claim that a black man had kidnapped her sons during a carjacking. Her husband, David Smith, believed her, and the couple presented a united front in the days after the incident. If the person who has mine and my wife's children sees this, we come to you and we beg, please do not hurt our children, he said. Just find compassion, find it somewhere in your heart to let them home safely, and don't hurt them. You can take the car, whatever you want, just don't hurt our children. For 9 days, the community and country rallied behind the couple. Volunteers joined authorities to help search on the ground and from the air, with calls of support coming from all over the United States. It is as though the man had hidden them well. In 1994, investigators told NBC News they realized the carjacking could have not happened in the intersection Susan said it did. The friend she was supposedly going to go see that night wasn't even home. During a lie detector test, Susan had trouble answering the question, "Do you know where your boys are?" On November 3rd, she finally told the truth. She put them in their car seats. On November 3rd, she finally told the truth. She put them in the car seats, put the car seats in the car with the children, letting the car roll down into the lake that is located just over 5 miles from her home. She was in love with someone very much, but that feeling wasn't mutual. She wrote that and decided to kill herself and her sons because she didn't want them to grow up without a mom. Smith was charged with 2 counts of murder, and her parents hired a high-profile defense team that included Judy Clark. He states, "I tried a lot of horrible cases, but the media component just took everything you would normally have in a case and put it on steroids," he said. Investigators reenacted the crime scene. They made a video for court showing the car slowly sinking into the water and how much the boys would have suffered. Once investigators finally got her confession, they immediately went to the lake and got her car out of. One of the officers who found Susan's car at the bottom of the lake also testified, describing how he had saw a small hand against the vehicle's window. In court, 2 people testified, an officer as well as a former lover. The officer was terrified of what he saw. The former lover, he stated, "Yeah, I was in a relationship with her and broke it off because I didn't want the responsibility of children." This concludes this episode of When Murder Comes Knocking. Be sure to come back for a new episode sometime soon.